So it's March, and my sewing room has been suspiciously quiet. Let me explain. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and this is Ripper Seams, a very tired Ripper Seams, and I thought I'd just put a little video out just to let you know where I've been lately, because yeah, it has been a little bit quiet, hasn't it? So in a nutshell, I'm just really busy with work. My regular day job has got me fully occupied and then some. I am pretty much glued to a computer all day, every day. And unfortunately, that just means I don't really want to look at a computer after work hours, which means editing videos is, not my favorite thing to do at the moment. Equally, when it comes to the end of my workday, I've been absolutely exhausted and I just want to get out of my office, which also is my sewing room, and I've just had no energy whatsoever to do anything creative. In saying that, sewing has been done, so don't worry, nothing bad's happened. I kind of alluded to this in my previous video about my coat. It's basically I've just had to take a break to make sure that I'm at peace with myself and not getting myself too stressed. So I thought I'd just let you know that everything is okay. I'm just having to take a little bit of a break whilst I get through this busy period at work. So as much as it's busy, it's actually fun busy. I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. It's just very manic. It's exhausting, so I'm just taking a little break. With that being said, I thought I'd just pop on here just as a courtesy to say I'm all okay, and just for the next month and a half, I will probably be doing a video every 2 weeks until I get over this busy period, and then we're just going to get stuck back into the sewing because it is so fun and I really enjoy making things and making videos for you as well. It's my happy place, and I miss it. Now, because I have been so busy, I just haven't put anything on social media, but I have actually been sewing things. So I thought for this quick little video, I'd give you a little sneak peek of what I have made and potential videos coming up, as well as what I'm going to make in the very near future. So this is my big pile of things I've made and you haven't seen yet. So I'll just quickly go through these things, and if any of these things take your fancy and you want me to do a full pattern review, let me know down in the comments and I will try and get that done, because these are quick little videos I can make quite easily. So first things up is this one here, which is the lovely Nina Lee Camden skirt, which is an A-line skirt, kind of just above knee length, made out of a little baby cord. Really nice. I absolutely loved how this skirt came out. It is also fully lined, it's got pockets, and I actually did quite a bit of pattern matching on this one. It's got a zip at the back. This looks great with tights and boots and a jumper. So that is make number one. Make number two was also a skirt. And this is the Spaghetti Western Sewing, and this is the Henrietta skirt. I know there's a lot of love out in the sewing community for that. And this is also in an Anna Maria check fabric as well. I absolutely love the ruffles that come up the side of the skirt here, elasticated waist, which we also really enjoy. And again, another really great one that's just been great with tights and boots and a jumper. This has just been a real staple in my winter wardrobe. I got to admit though that this check, I did actually get inspired from when I was at Pacific Fabrics in Seattle. They had one of these on display made in exactly the same fabric, and I thought, I think I would like one too, and that's what I did, and I'm very happy with it. So another skirt has made it off my sewing machine. Obviously I made that Lauren jacket by Style Arc, saw that in my last video. It wasn't the most pleasant of experiences, so I thought I'd try something simple off the back of that, thinking, oh yeah, this will be fine. And I made the ermine blouse by Fiber Mood, and I don't love it. So I went from one bad make to another one I'm not entirely fond of. Definitely has something to do with the print of the fabric, but something went wrong along the way. So if you want to see a video on, this one, it's still a wearable top. I have worn it. It's just not my favorite. So ermine top, Fiber Mood. And my most recent make, which I absolutely love, is this one here. It is the Anouk, I think I'm pronouncing that right, the Anouk quilted vest by Jolie Lab. I'm on a roll with Jolie Lab, three of the makes there, but this is obviously a lovely make I've made in a Liberty print, one of their Year of the Horses prints. We'll be doing a video on this one. It deserves its own video. Also, as a thank you to Mr. Seams, I did make him some Joe PJ bottoms from Tilly and the Buttons. He absolutely loves them, and I haven't got a picture of those, but I paid him back. I made him those PJs that he requested, and I also I can't believe I did this. I made myself a pair of knickers because I bought this box from Beyond the Pink Door. It's one of their knits kits. They do fabulous little jersey kits to make up underwear, and they recommend the Acacia underwear pattern by Megan Nielsen. In the box you get 3 different jerseys. One of them are plain and then 2 prints. Just really, really nice, and some elastic and some thread, and a link to the sewing pattern. And yep, a really great experience overall. I've really enjoyed making those knickers. I'm not going to show you, but it was one of those things where I said I would never ever sew my own knickers, and I just did. I've made 1 pair. It was really successful, and I will make some more. And I think you can get like 4, 5, 6 pairs out of this little box. So yeah, if you're interested in trying out making your own underwear successfully, yeah, try this little box out. I think it was a really good starter set, even a gift for somebody else. This was great because it was just something small and relatively easy to make, just to kind of help me keep sewing even though I was really busy, and just get my mind off things. So yeah, great little box. So I'm definitely going to make my way through that box of lovely jerseys to make some more underwear, maybe trying some different patterns and just seeing which ones I like. But I have some other things which I'm planning to make, and I am making room in my life to be able to do that and enjoy it without getting too stressed. First up, we have got the Palmer PJs by Made for Mermaids. Now, I have made the kids version of this, and it is absolutely delightful. My daughter loves them. She wears them non-stop. She's been, yeah, they look really great, but they do an adult's pattern as well. So I'll be making those for myself out of the Joanne leopard print I got from Seattle. So in the last days of Joanne existing, I managed to pick up some of this lovely leopard print jersey, which is actually sparkly. I have heard that the sparkles might come off, but we'll take that risk. I'm still after that perfect drawer of awesome pajamas, and that's going to be a contender for sure. And the other thing that I'm ready to run with is the Oxbow Tote by Noodlehead. Now, this is a really lovely quilted overnight bag. I picked up the pattern last time I was in Seattle. It's been sitting there calling to me, and I'm ready to make it. I've got all the bits and pieces you need to make the bag. It's all ready to go. The zippers, the D-rings, the fabrics, the coordinating fabrics, everything. Probably going to be cutting that one out this weekend. And the other thing that I'm hoping to get cut out this weekend is this one here. It is the Rossi wrap dress, which is a pattern by The Bold One, which is a New Zealand company. I think this dress is absolutely gorgeous. It's something I definitely don't have in my wardrobe, and I just think it looks beautiful, and I want one. Now, whilst there's lots of different variations on this one, I'm going to do exactly this. So it's going to be that higher boat neck neckline, as well as the wrap, and obviously the full maxi dress here. There's variations. We can put sleeves or square neck, V-neck, and so on. I like this version. I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe, and I'm ready to go. And I'm going to do it in this fabric here. So I've got 4 meters of this. This is a fabric I picked up from Rainbow Fabrics during their big sale at the New Year. It is a viscose fabric, but it's quite thick, and it's got a real metallic sheen to it. So I think this is going to look quite stunning. The pattern itself is pretty straightforward, nothing too fancy, not too many pieces. It's got lovely long princess seams running down the front, as well as that wrap feature. And yeah, this is going to be enough fabric, I hope, to make that particular dress. So I'm excited to see how those 3 makes turn out. My sewing motivation has taken a real bad knock the start of this year, and then we add on all that massive workload I've been having at work. Yeah, it's just draining, and I've had enough, and yeah, I need some goodness in my life. Saying that, I am going to the Stitch Festival this coming weekend, and excited to get out and about and get in the sewing world and get those vibes on. Trying really hard not to drain my bank account again this year. Yeah, good luck to me. Oh, and before I forget, because I'm sitting down in the nook again, and literally right next to me is paint. Let me explain. See this paint here? This paint is for my office. Yes, I know. I'm finally getting around to painting my office in the next month and a half. So once the busy period is over, Easter's coming up, I've got a few days off. Guess what's happening during Easter? Yeah, I'm painting my office at long last. The full plan has been laid out. I'm excited about it, and there is also going to be wallpaper. So I will be videoing my exploits as I make over that room, because it's been a long time coming. I keep getting asked about when I'm going to decorate my office, and I think because I've been so overworked and everything, I think I deserve a nice room to continue the rest of my year on, and that's all going to happen at Easter. Fingers crossed. So yep, paint ready to go. That's just some of the paint. The rest of the paint is here in the wallpaper. Fun times. So that's what's been going on. I'm healthy, I'm good, my family's good, everything's good, just super busy. And yeah, sometimes you just don't want to be sitting in front of a computer in the evening when you've been in front of it all day. So let me know down in the comments which of those makes I showed you before you would like to see a pattern review for, fill you in on my Ripper Seams ratings, and of course, get them up on Instagram as well if you want to go take a look at them in a bit more detail. Thank you for tuning in on my little update. I wish you a wonderful week of sewing, and if you happen to see me at the Stitch Festival this coming weekend, do stop by and say hello. It'll be great to meet you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.